Hi, I'm not yet dead in name and in nature, and welcome back to Altenstein. So as you've just seen from the little montage, I did say that I'd do a little bit of contracting, helping out some of the local farmers, building up a bit of a solid reputation and relationship with them, so that they get to know their neighbours and all that. That went a little bit crazy. What I ended up doing, and we'll just go into the map, was I basically harvested anything that wasn't our field that needed harvesting. So you can see fields 3, actually field 3 didn't need harvesting, but I've slurried it, I think. Actually no, I'm sorry, yeah, that's right. So fields 3, 5, 20, 19, 12 and 14 have all been harvested. They've all had their first level of fertilisation, slurrying, and if I just put that on field 3, I ploughed as well. So yeah, we've been pretty busy, earned some good money for the firm, and as I say, built up our reputation. So if ever we decide to buy some fields, maybe we'll get a little bit of a friendly discount. Anyway, and while I was doing all that, all of a sudden, a lot of our fields are ready for harvesting. So I've now got, which has completely changed what I was planning on doing in this episode, field 22, field 18, field 13, field 4 and field 8 are all now ready for harvesting, and field 2 has progressed to the first growth stage, which also means I needed to get a fertiliser. I'm down at the store. I bought a fertiliser. I bought the Massey Ferguson fertiliser spreader, 1970, so good year. It's the only one that's really the right sort of age that I could find, and it's a great little fertiliser spreader, but it's too heavy for the Massey Ferguson 135. I can't use it on the 200 series because it's tracked and I can't put crop tyres on it, and I've also found out that I cannot put crop tyres on the Zetor. So unfortunately, some of that money that we've earned doing all those contracting jobs, I need to spend on a new tractor. What a shame. Who hates buying new tractors? And I'm going to get this one, the Buhrer Komfort. I think it's pushing it in terms of our sort of time that we're allowed, the age that we're looking for. But let's see, 135 or 100, definitely the 135. May as well buy it with narrow tyres straight away. Actually no, we'll buy it with standard, and then I'll put the narrows on up at the farm. Design, standard, farm tech, faint green, oxide red. We'll go with standard. That'll do. Thank you very much. Nice little tractor. Also has the advantage of the front. It's the only one I can get that's got a front 3-point and PTO, which does make me a little bit concerned about age. But according to what I could find, it stopped production in 1978. I could be wrong on that, but that was what I managed to dig out. And the mod itself, I don't have a note of who the modder was, so I'll have to look that up, and it will magically appear on the screen, and I will put it in the notes as well. How odd. Anyway, we've got it. Looks great. We'll whiz it back up to the farm. Right, so here we are. Okay, so we'll very quickly put it in the workshop. I thought I might as well buy it with the normal tyres and then change them, and then I've got both setups ready. Stop it there a second. Okay, so let's get these tyres. Oh, of course this one's got loads of options, hasn't it? There we go. Actually, you know, I was going to say it'll look really ugly. It doesn't look too bad. Some tractors... Oh, actually, yeah, it does from the back. Looks alright from the front. Okay. Wonder if I ought to have got a front weight for it. We'll see how we do. So, strangely enough, and I was quite surprised by this, I assumed that the fertiliser granules were over there with all the seed, where the seed is. But it's not. This tank that we spotted is actually where both lots are. Yep, really should have had a front weight on, shouldn't I? It's not far well managed this time round. But I will have to get one. So we'll go and fertilise field 2. It's got a good spread on it, this sprayer, that's for sure. So that didn't take very long. So good. Right, so that's that. I'll leave that with those tyres on for now. See what else we can do with it next. Okay, better get harvesting. So let's just have a look. So 22, 18, 4, 8, 13 I'm not going to worry about for now. That's sugar beet, and I think we'll be alright in the ground. I don't think that there's problems of crops going over with the root crops, but 2 lots of canola, 1 lot of barley, 1 lot of wheat. 16 ready yet? Oh, wrong way. No, not yet. Okay. So yeah, 2 lots of canola. Fine. So we don't need a new header. That's quite handy. Right. Well, we may as well start at 22 and work back down the map, I suppose. So I'll get all the equipment we need and get cracking. Right, so we're up here at field 22, pretty sure, yep. And goodness me, I really need to clean this tractor. Let's get a jet wash. 1970s jet wash. Anyway, yeah, so I did show part of the drive up here with the tractor just because we hadn't actually been up here. It was not a bit of the map we got to on our tour, so we're right up on the top edge of the map. And yeah, well, we've got a lot of fields to do, so we better get on with it. Right. So pretty up here. What a nice part of the world to work in. Right, so strange thing. Ah, yes. So because we're doing canola, obviously great. Not creating swap, it's automatic, but that's funny attachment on the back. And strangely enough, I hadn't seen this before. It slightly changed the header as well. Just noticed that red bit come on. I think it'll change when we go to the next field. So they are quite small, these fields, so it's not going to take too long for us to do this. Show a little bit of scenery. need to figure out, I think I've got a wheat field and a barley field to do. I'll look at that water, other end of that sort of mountain stream that goes through the woods. Probably help if I concentrated on what I was doing. Yeah, I've got a wheat field and a barley field. I need to decide whether or not I'm going to keep the straw from those fields. Technically I don't need any at the moment, but and actually, yeah, maybe we won't this time. I've got a lot of loose straw, which I suppose I could sell. There's no rain forecast, so there'll be no rush to get the straw off the field. I think it'd be quite nice to do a bit of baling. Although a bale is a bit of a struggle. It's slightly beyond average, but it's not so bad. Slightly unorthodox. It's not the most manoeuvrable combine this, so I'm going for a slightly unorthodox harvesting method. Driving along the edges of the fields and just doing it down one end and up the other end. So yeah, there's been a new map's come out by Red Kindsters this week. Red Kindsters, I said before, it was the guy, a person, who knows, who designed this map. And yeah, he's brought out another one, Baltic Sea, so another German map, so I might have a little look at that. Might even do a little first look kind of review of it. I'm not planning on doing another German map quite so soon. Just sad in a way, but it'd be nice to do a new map. But I'm certainly curious to see how it looks. So yeah, I think we might do a little first look video on that one. As well as the new American Outback map, which I'm quite curious about, because I was never that taken by its very dry, arid looking, finish, but that's been changed. It's now a lot greener. Plus the other reason I didn't do it was because when that came out, I was doing Goldcrest Valley and I didn't want to go straight onto another American map. So yeah, so I need to think about what other maps I want to do actually after this one. I might do a video on Spectacle Island actually. I've got Spectacle Island, it's my other map, it's my kind of fun map. I'm doing all sorts of slightly crazy things. I'm spending a fortune on massive equipment. I've got 2 farms set up completely separately and all sorts of stuff. So I might do a video on that as well. But yeah, when I finish that one and this one, I need to think about what I want to do next. I was going to do Drummond Farm, the Irish map, because I took a look at that once and it's a lovely map. But actually I've seen, we want to do a British map, but West Coast and Oakfield have been done quite a lot, and obviously there's all the older maps that were redone for FS17. But they're all great maps. I was quite tempted by West Coast. I was a toss-up between that and Oakfield, but I thought West Coast sort of was edging it. But actually I've seen that Oxygen David's got a new Irish map coming out, so maybe I'll end up doing an Irish map instead of an English map. Still relatively local. So, right, there we go. Field 1 done. So we better go into the harvester because the next field down is a different crop. Nice little circle in the grass I've managed to create there. Yeah, it was funny actually, on my first video I was really confused by whether or not, that's not close enough, is it? Whether or not I'd got destruction on it. It's because the grass destruction on this map it's a lot more subtle than it is on a lot of the other maps, and actually I prefer it because it doesn't actually just look like squashed grass, whereas a lot of the others, they seem to we have to get the tractor out of the way on there, aren't we? Yeah, a lot of the others, they seem to it immediately becomes sort of crushed and dried grass, which yeah, I actually don't like it that much, but this is very good. It's quite subtle. It looks really good. Try not to drive on that. field. There you go. But yeah, it did confuse me to start with. Oh, but I've definitely got crop destruction on. I found that out when I was doing those fields. Some of them are really tight spaces. Right, you don't want to see me driving that all the way down to the silo. Though actually, we're harvesting. So that means I can, I can top up the pigs without having to get the trailer, put it under the silo, put some stuff in it, go feed the pigs, put the rest of the stuff back in the silo. It just gets a bit... So yeah, so actually while we're doing this, I'll drop some off for the pigs before as I drive to the silo to fill that up. I might do... having blocked the road, that was good thinking, wasn't it? Good planning. Is I might drive this down to the next field. Try and get this on reasonably neatly. Yeah, drive this down to the next field. Get a worker on it for a minute or two while I rush the tractor down, or I could just do the field, come back, get the tractor. Reasonably straight. Maybe. Yeah, look, you could really see it there, that instant change. So this has, that's very interesting. So yeah, so the header has slightly different variants depending on the crop that you're doing. It's quite clever. It's got good attention to detail, certainly. Here we go. Right. Oh, so actually, of course, we've now got a whole load more fields to plough as well. So once I've done all this harvesting, so I might need to buy a new plough. What a shame. I'm doing okay for money. At least I can get a couple of fields ploughed at the same time then. Oh, for follow me. Wouldn't that just be perfect? Anyway. Yeah, I'm slightly hoping that FS19 either has follow me or the same sort of functionality that you've got in FS18 on the mobile, or the mobile version, where you can actually leave that there for a minute, where you can actually sort of point at a location on a map and get a worker to drive. Put the beacon on, because crikey, getting this down this road. Right, there's cars coming. Yeah, you can actually point to a location on a map and get a worker to drive there, or sell crops, or drop off crops, or all sorts of things. Actually works really well. So especially on some of the things, it's not a problem on this map. Nothing's very far away, but on some of the bigger maps, that would be very, very useful. Clear right, clear left, go. Bye Zetor, see you in a minute. Right, to the next field, Jeeves. Well, that didn't go quite as planned. Okay, so I left a worker going on this field once I realised we weren't going to get it all done in one go, and it took me a little bit longer than I expected to fiddle about in the yard, giving some feed to the pigs and then putting the rest in the silo. It's a slightly tricky corner to get into with this trailer, especially when you can't reverse it like I can't. So yeah, and of course in the meantime the workers filled up the tank. It's quite a small tank, this tractor, this combine. And of course he stopped on the wrong side of the in the wrong direction. So I had to move the combine, but it's fine. Feels nearly finished. Slightly awkward shape in places, but it's not done too bad. So I decided to put the swath on, and if I decide to bale it, I can bale it. If I don't, I can plough it back in. That's a little bit of fertilisation added, but then I suppose you get that anyway. So we'll get this done, finish this field. Right, so I brought the trailer down, so last field about to start. Went to the combine, get a worker going. It reminded me while I was doing this field, I think we're down, this is field number 8, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so field number 8, so we've just got number 4 left to do, so we've done 22 and 18. But yeah, because just beyond this is that little area of potatoes. Which I must remember to talk to Gunter about and see if he's looked into that and figure out what we're going to do with that. Right. I was thinking I might get a worker on this. I think we'll be able to get it done in one shot. I was wondering if I need to get a worker on it so that I can bring back. But we do want to. Sorry, I can never remember this. Enable straw swath. There it is. Right, take that off. Yeah, I thought I might get a work on this, but actually I think we'll get it done in one field, so it's fine. No point hiring a worker. I'll get into trouble from Gunter if I'm not doing it all myself. Unless I absolutely have to. So, as you saw, I dropped a bit more off to the pigs as well. I didn't want to do that. I dropped a bit more off to the pigs as well, so they're now fed. So they're only missing corn. Oh, there's an egg. But again, I'll run around the chicken coop and get some eggs. Anyway, finish this off. Last field of the day. So actually I didn't need a worker, but never mind. It doesn't matter. It was a bit tight. I think the capacity is about 4,500 litres, so 3805. Yeah, we weren't far off. Good. Well, that was a busy day, but very productive. Oh, I'll lift the lights on. Oh, I'll be back inside. Yeah, good. So I might just have to go and buy a new plough. It's nearly the end of the day anyway. So yeah, but I might have to buy a new plough, and we'll get at least one or two of these. Well, actually only two at the moment, till I figure out what I want to do with the straw. That's not very good, is it? Yeah, so we'll get the 2 canola fields ploughed at least. I'm just going to leave that like that actually. Is it in? Yeah, that's fine. Good. So I'll go put the rest of the today's harvest in the silo. So that was a slightly longer episode than usual, but thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, give us a like. Please feel free to subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you back here on Altenstein very soon. Bye bye for now.